Hi, this is Andrew Bridgewater, Chartered Psychologist from andrewbridgewater.com, and welcome to Mood and Food, which is all about how to deal with severe stress, anxiety, and depression using the power of food and drink. And you'll be amazed at how much powerful information I've got to share with you about how to stabilize mood, how to take control of your emotional life, making some slightly different food choices. So, why do you need this course if you've ever suffered with severe stress, anxiety, or depression? Well, there are some significant benefits that you're going to derive by putting this simple information I'm going to share with you into practice. You'll be able to choose foods that help you deal with anxiety and stress and depression at source without them needing to tip into uh, chronic conditions which might require more serious interventions. You're going to feel that you're able to take control of your symptoms for the first time. And from my own experience, this is extremely powerful. When you're able to put yourself in the driving seat, take control of one of the significant factors over how you feel on a day-to-day basis by using food and drink to make slightly different choices, you're going to feel very different. You're going to lose excess weight if you have it to lose, or you will become a healthy weight if you have some weight to gain. And I think that's a very positive outcome. And you'll recover a natural vitality and energy that you may not have experienced or felt since your early to mid 20s. That was certainly my experience of having put this information into practice. And from the age of kind of 45, 50, I kind of felt like I was a 25-year-old again. And that's just a wonderful feeling. You owe that to yourself. You'll improve your skin tone, you'll reduce signs of aging and stress. And these are just a few of the benefits that will accrue. Everybody's slightly different in the way that they experience the positive outcomes from this information. But course participants are already experiencing these benefits and more. So there are three key objectives for this online course. Firstly, I want to give you an appreciation of how food choices can boost your mood and significantly reduce stress levels, not just in the moment, but ongoing, so that, as I say, you can begin to take control of your emotional life. I'll give you an awareness of the simple science behind the information that I'm going to give you, so you'll be able to make some different choices and understand the impact that those will have on your brain and body health. And I'll also show you a way that you can appreciate the specific benefits that you're going to get within 21 days. Now, that sounds like an unusual objective, but I have a particular way of doing that. So if you listen up, you'll find that there are some really effective ways of monitoring your progress here, which will boost your momentum, boost your motivation. You don't need willpower to deal with what I'm about to share with you. You just need a curiosity and a willingness to maybe put on one side some of the information that you've heard before. There's such a lot of information out there, some of it quite conflicting, about lifestyle, health, well-being. Just listen to what I've got to say. Try it for yourself, and when you experience the benefits in your own brain, body, and mind in the next 21 days, I think you really will be convinced. So first of all, just before I go into sharing the first part of the program, which is all about brain health and the food choices that you can make to improve and enjoy great brain health, I want to share a little bit of my personal story, which is really the powerful why behind the reasons I'm doing this. Back in 2006, I found myself in a psychiatric hospital for 5 weeks, suffering with severe stress, depression, and anxiety. And that was triggered by a particular life circumstance, a challenging business situation that I took very personally. And within about 4 months, I went from a fully functioning husband, business owner, and father to a suicidal wreck. Now, I'm not proud of that, but I am proud of what I've been able to do with the experience. And it wasn't the first time I'd experienced a major episode of stress in my life. It seemed to occur every 10, 15 years when life circumstances seemed to become particularly tough. And as I lay there in hospital in 2006, ironically, just having qualified as a chartered psychologist a year before, I made a fundamental decision. I resolved that I would find out everything I could about how to deal with stress, anxiety, and depression naturally, so that I wouldn't be dependent on drugs, therapy, life circumstances, or anything else for my well-being, because really I was told that I would be at risk from severe stress and depression for the rest of my life, which from well-meaning professionals was obviously given with the best intentions, but actually I've fundamentally realised it was wrong information and actually very unhelpful. There is no reason why we need to be at the effect of external circumstances when we understand A, how we can use food and drink to better affect and manage our mood, and B, some psychology, which I will also touch on and share with you as part of this program as a kind of added bonus. So it's become my life mission to share the information that I've come across, that I've put in practice in my own life. Not only did I come off antidepressant medication, which I was on for 2 years after 2006, I also lost the significant amount of weight, about 4 stone, 50 pounds that I gained while I was on that medication. And I wasn't prepared to tolerate those side effects anymore. But I'm not saying to anybody who's on medication, come off it. Please take the advice of the medical practitioner who prescribed that medication before you make any decision to come off. So the outline of the course, first of all, I'm going to talk about feeding your brain to boost mood. Then I'm going to talk about some fascinating information, some of it quite new, about the gut and how gut health links with mood. And it's really, really powerful stuff. And I hadn't come across it until a couple of years ago. Then I'm going to talk about food combining and mental clarity, how you can combine foods differently to feel differently in the moment, but also to have more long-term energy. And that really is a very powerful set of information I've got there. I'm going to talk about carbohydrates and mood. I'm going to talk about the power of proper hydration, and I have a secret ingredient that I want to share with you, wheatgrass, and I'll show you exactly how to incorporate wheatgrass into your sensible hydration routine so that you can live with abundant energy and vitality. I'm going to tell you exactly what to eat to boost your mood once we've laid the foundation for that, and then I'll introduce some useful vitamins and supplements which will really help you make sure that you can live with energy, vitality and balance on a day-to-day basis. And then finally I'll share some further information and next steps in terms of how you can appreciate the impact that this information is going to have on your life over the next 21 days. So your assignment for this week is to get hold of a notebook or journal that you'll enjoy writing in. This is going to be your mood and food journal, and we'll be using it to record your learning and progress. But if you prefer an app, if you're one of these people who prefers the gadgetry, you can download the free Mood Notes app from the App Store and use that instead. And I use that on a daily basis. I found it very powerful. I also have kept a journal for lengthy periods of my life. An advantage of the Mood Notes app is that you'll be able to track your progress more easily. So you'll find sort of interesting ways of seeing how you're feeling over a 21-day period. You can track feelings in terms of their intensity, positive and negative, and so on. You'll also be recorded to share some insights and healthy practices. So it's a really good way of reinforcing the information that I'll be sharing with you as part of this program. So what I'd like you to do at the outset, just at this stage, before we start with the powerful information, is to make a few notes about the specific benefits that you're looking for from mood and food from this course. And then what I'd like you to do is to hop over to our private Facebook group, the Mood and Food group, which you'll have access to as a member of this course, and just introduce yourself to the other course participants. And what you'll find there is we've got a really effective peer group where you'll be able to get support, get answers, and get more information, and really feel supported through this process. So I'm delighted to have you on the programme, and I look forward to introducing the first section to you very shortly, which is all about brain health and food. So this is Andrew Bridgewater. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.